Oh, hello. And welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. Uh, I am Pilo, and I'm your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And today we're watching the game. Watching the game, guys. We're playing against Chippa United. And since I just got back from work, I did not get the time to react to the starting 11. And the game is starting. For those of you who don't know, the lasuka ngempela. For those of you who don't know, the starting 11, Hlanti is back, Stebe is back, and since Utoli is injured, Umashian has been introduced in his place. That pieces umpo. I know, I know that pisses umpo off a lot. So that's what happens. But the ball is in the box already. First one of those idiotic shots that we like to take. Moses Moss, welcome guys. Please like the video as you are joining as well. Ufrosla also is in for Solomons. I don't get that. I don't understand why Solomons is not playing ahead of Udove. I mean Udol. I mean of Ufrosla, because Ufrosla we've kind of established. Sometimes udlala ngathi akafuni ukudlala. So that's why I don't understand his inclusion. I think one of the good things about today's game is the fact that Caleb is not even on the bench. So there is no fear yoguti Caleb might come in later on in the game. There is actually just a relief yoguti Duba might actually get game time today, since there is no Caleb who's going to be in his way in terms of playing. So that was a good decision by Uzwan. Moses is saying, Pilo, I don't see the reason for Chiefs to win. They already have showed they don't want to participate. They don't want to participate on CAF. These guys, they want to win the game. They show up. Khosi fan next season. And then some of the comments as well. I will be reading them. Boo. Almost. Bruce is saying, I'm totally against the idea of accepting Andile Charlie. We scrapped Bernard Parker and saying they're old. Now why Charlie? Yeah, that's the argument that we've been making. We cannot, in terms of signings, we cannot be talking about letting go of older players and then the very next season we go and sign older players. So that idea has never made sense to me. Also, Dove is not there, so Umnobo is playing. I still don't know what happened with Dove because I didn't see anything on the website that reports injury Dove, but that's the only assumption I have, which is probably injured or maybe dealing with something personal, because angagezwa lutho, to be honest, about Dove. Yeah, Utemba is saying, Pilo, you need to buy a motorcycle. You should be home by now. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have license. Besides, besides Onatemba, I don't even know how to ride a motorcycle. I know even to drive in SA, I still have to get a license. I know I'm old, but I don't have a license. That sucks. But I tried taking my license test and then I failed. So that sucked. Because I didn't sleep. Oh, that's a chance to pre. That's a chance. That's Suka. He should be doing better though to pray. He should be doing better. I'm probably behind. Sahil forces a save from the keeper. Specifically is crying about Doven not being there. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's an injury thing, hey. Should be. Because otherwise I don't see why he would be benching one of our key players. And then specifically saying has one written off Caleb because he's not even on the bench. Maybe not. maybe not, because here you have Osekhota who have been benched a lot of times, but they still come back to the, not even benched. I mean, dropped from even the starting the match day squad. So if umuntu engakunikeza lutho, don't even bring him. It's surprising. I will say that much ukuthi it is surprising ukuthi he didn't even include him in match day squad. It could be ukuthi he's also just trying to make a statement to him. Ukuthi, you've been on the bench. Last game I gave you some game time. You didn't give me anything. I'm just gonna drop you. Okay, now Utemba is saying Caleb was injured yesterday from the gym. Oh ho. And he was injured. Well, that's better for him because he wasn't injured. But Mina, I would still drop him from the match day squad, even if he's available. I would just drop him. Tom is saying, I wish Chiefs can go buy Magaman from Supersport. Our relationship with Supersport is one of the worst relationships that exist. So I doubt Uguti the we can sign a player from Supersport. Umzuyanda is saying link for the game. Noma engaceli ke kahle ke kodwa ke Google Stream to watch on your phone. That's the place where people watch my games. I'm currently watching it on Facebook, strange enough. Not strange, I'm just watching it on Facebook. Because with DSTV now uyangihlupha, so I'm watching it on Facebook. Which sucks because mawulibuka ku Facebook ibhola, sometimes it just the links get blocked. I can't wait to come back home. Ayingeke. This thing yokuthi you can't watch because uDStv phela akekho la. So you have to depend on DStv now, but DStv now doesn't work. So because I remember when I was in Mauritius, multi choice uyafika khona somehow. Surprise, surprise. I thought it was just limited to SA. The Nomasakana now Teli link. Mina guys, I'm watching the game on Facebook. But there is also another link called this thing. I'll just post this link as well because it doesn't work for me. Because I need to be, yeah, that's the other link that I use when I'm using a VPN. So you can try that link. Usbongo Boko is saying the matches left, let's experiment with Dove at left back and Ngobo at centre back and Gezan. Yeah, I think the game to do that would have been Sekukune. Hey, you are right. We should be experimenting now and preparing for next season. And I think it could have worked for us if we had just played Udove at left back on that other game, and then play Ngobo naye. Themba is saying Dupree saws umbon. Peterson, did he get a red card or something when we played against them in that other game? He didn't. But something happened with this Peterson character. I remember, man. In that previous game, what happened at Moses Mapida? I remember this Peterson guy. Something happened with him. I don't know whether he scored or he was angry or he was subbed off because of injury. But I just remember him. Something happened with him. Mina, this is one thing that I don't understand. Yabo lekufika late stadium. Because like 40 minutes ago I saw I knew it. That's the disadvantage of I'm gonna try something that is very risky that might interrupt the stream. I'm just asking myself if it's worth it or not to even try turning on a VPN, because usually it doesn't end well. Didn't even see that because my screen wasn't showing. I will see for a second and see what happens. Let me change. So far in the game, Chiefs is obviously dominating as you'd expect. We have the ball, but once again, as you expect, we haven't done much with the ball. I think one of the best, the closest we've come was Dupree with that chance that I felt like he could have done more with, but Tigege we move. Um, let's see. Swags. Yeah, the stream is behind, but hey, these guys are playing a high line. I always question the high line against the Chiefs because it doesn't seem like the brightest of ideas. Awuthemba saying I mean kancane kancane uDupreez uyavela ukuthi hayikhona. Ukuthi hayikhona wenzeni, because I just see selfishness. Usibongo Bukwe is saying Dupree needs a striker coach who will do individual sessions with him in his spare time. Yawunokubhayiza na. Yazi there is just this thing yokuthi pacey players sometimes just do stupid things in South African football anyway. They are just known for galloping with the ball and not achieving anything with it. So sometimes that's just what ends up happening. So okay, I think it's the same thing with Dupree. Ukuthi kwayena there is that element yokuthi I'm a pacey South African player. I am also surprised, by the way, ukuthi Umat has the captain's armband. I know he was a captain kuSekhukhune, and that's probably for a reason. But I actually never see Matt talking at grounding. And I wouldn't say he's selected because he will lead by example by performing. But they know Bon, because I mean, if I was captain kuSekhukhune, there was a reason for that. Nango kusahil. Abono Sahil. What did I just say like a few moments ago? Sometimes these pacey players, bavele benze nje, one of the dumbest things that they can come up with. Just take the ball on your right foot, all of a sudden, suyagijima, calm down. Sayile futhi akanawo 21. Just the more I look at him, I'm like, guys, if he's 21, how old am I? Aw, phela kuna 16. I mean, ayibo. Good clearance, Ngobo. Yes, guys, I ate food. I had 2 minutes to eat and I finished because I just came back from work. E-plate, it's not that big. I can't show you because I didn't even properly finish the food. I just ate it in 2 minutes. I broke, what is it called? Is it not inyama? I ate it like this chicken. Because I knew good, oh my god, I'm live in 2 minutes. That's why I was 1 minute late for the stream because I was busy wiping my mouth. Angazi namanje I probably have something in my face because I was eating while preparing for the game. DJ Motives is saying, Olampilo, I've been saying we are not gonna see CAF competition next season, but I'm loving how Chiefs is playing. We are getting somewhere. Um so yeah, right now what we are doing is what's this thing? We are controlling the game. And what you want to do, Vele, is at least what ngisathi ngizosho ukuthi we don't need to rush balls forward and then wavele walirush ibhola phambili, but at least uDupree has fought and won the ball back and then he has lost it. It was too isolated for Matt to play that pass. I don't get why we rushed, because then it opens moments like this where we are in a transition. Oh, Heather is asking why I'm talking about food. I don't even know how to answer that question. Temba is saying Chippa is raising now. They are growing into the game. Because the strategy, if you hear any coach who plays a defensive system or who goes into a match as an underdog, just close them down, close them down. They will always say one thing, Uguti. What they do in a game is to try and weather the storm for the first 20 minutes. Because if you are able to stay in the game for that long, that means you are organized enough. Because if you are not organized enough, then you get pulled apart in the first 7 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I was also saying in the game against Sekukune, Uguti, it's a matter of being open in the early minutes that also annoyed me. Yes, the fact that we didn't score eventually, kwangicasula nalokho kakhulu, like 90 minutes not scoring was annoying. But the fact that Chiefs couldn't keep Sekukune out in the first few minutes was also disappointing to me. Ayumathi yabo mani nalama pass akhe Nkosi yami. So Chippa, what they're doing right now is they are growing into the game. They are getting more confidence because they see with all Chiefs is not scoring. Okay, so they are not a threat to us. It also gives them confidence. Have you noticed how sometimes goalkeeper, just another example, with the goalkeeper, sometimes they make one save in a game. Oh, after that, it's like they are possessed. They will be saving everything because they've been tested. They saved one, and now they are confident. I know that because I was a goalkeeper. Once I make one save, I was tint. And if the first shot is a goal or somehow it was a tap in, then I lose confidence. But if you test me from distance, I save it and then confidence grows. So it's the same thing with Ochipa. It's the same thing with any team that's defensive. That is why it's so imperative for you to try and force them to make mistakes earlier on in the game, because once you force them into making those mistakes, then they will abandon their game plan, because they will be like, this thing of sitting deep is not working, and then they will feel like, oh no, coach has Lisa, let's try something else. And then that's where you exploit them, because you see what, oh okay, they are now abandoning their game plan. Sibongo is saying we can put in Duba in the second half. He's been scoring with MTC. Good time to give him minutes as he's confident. Exactly. And that's one of the benefits vele of seeing Uguti, what's this thing? That's the main benefit of seeing Ugutu Caleb is not there, because then I'm like, okay, this is the opportunity for Duba to come in the second half and do something. Usemba is saying these long balls we keep on wasting. Gezana Nomat trying to pray and Sahel not working. That's just bad. Like, cause that's what I was saying ngumat ukuthi lama long balls akhe uyawathanda too much, but they actually don't work. Look at the position we have. 62% of the position Chiefs. So what we should be doing right now is utilizing the position to create chances, to move them around, to get them tired. But it's now we have the ball and then we just voluntarily giving it away by trying these long passes. And they don't work. But we always try to force them all the time. 20 minutes gone, 22 minutes gone. And Chiefs are still not doing anything. Play the same coordination, Chiefs idinga ufonele kuphela. Uzwane washo ukuthi what I want now is one of these teams to get a real whooping. And we've been saying like a lot of times ukuthi you need to just destroy one of these teams. Make a statement. Not allowing them to grow into the game like what we're doing now. Because the longer they stay in this game, then they will start thinking, oh, let's try them. They are there for the taking. Mandla saying Chiefs is playing nonsense, helicopter football one way. Yeah, it's annoying. Buga Njungezan has the ball. Don't even try it. Don't try it. Just play the ball. Chippa, they're employing this mid press thing again. They are letting us keep the ball. Must figure swing got the press. Smart. Because you don't want to leave spaces behind, which is once again smart. Teams that have tried to do that have paid. So why then are we still forced? Siam, who just lost that ball? Let's see the offside. About offside. Oh, that's not offside. That's not offside, yes. That's not offside. Mandla saying I Mashan is a waste. Tembo Kalangale offside engekho. By the way, no one is gonna talk about the fact that Usaile was in and the offside was given instead of just keeping the game on. And they're saying, I told you guys everyone would play like Sekukune now. Why not? It works. The teams that underestimated us led to our longest win run in the season. So why would you then employ the strategy that will leave you in the same position? Lady saying, Blade and Dolly and Ashley's combination is not working. Agabuyo Ngcobo manje. Ngcobo is coming back next season. But Dolly is not even here. Or you're just raising that as a general point. Bongo Buko saying, Mabaye kumapolo bazishaye long balls. At least is accurate and we need to give the ball to Mashiane to run at the right back. The other thing is that even the balls when they get to Mashiane, he's pressed. Do you see how all the time the right back is staying with him? Because he's at the top end of the press, which is why he should be trying to drop and collect the ball. So now we are trying to stretch the ground way too much. Because if we're stretching the ground towards their half, we're actually going to them. Asqali na ukudlala ibhola phambi kwabo. We want to play the ball on our half, and then when we cross our line, we want to force the passes. Oh no, 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 no. Yabo Mandla, this opportunity. Uyabona lento eqeda kwenzeka Mandla. It's the same kind of goal we considered against Sekhukhune. It was a cutback. It's the similar type of cutback that happened. So once again, it goes back to what I was saying, Guti. These things that we Chiefs does is sometimes they are avoidable if you look at them. Yabona nje ukuthi how far is Mashiyane. I got drop a bit deeper because by the time he gets on the ball, he's getting pressed. So that's why I want them to drop, play the ball as a unit, force them to come and collect or force the press from them, because if we keep on playing the ball in front of them, we will force the press. Oh God. This is why I hate these links, because I was about to see the miss that you guys are complaining about, and then the stream does me wrong. Awu ngeke phela lesi sisele ngo-10 minutes. Let me just go to my phone because ayikho lento ye. I missed the miss. I missed the miss, so I can't comment on the miss because I didn't see it. Themba is saying Mashiyane means a shame. Cishe sawubona ukwabona uSaul. Wait, what happened there? Wakhala uThemba uthi awu wakhala ngaleya miss. I didn't see that miss. Glitches in streams. Unless saying yeah, Chiefs is getting dominated and they can't use the ball. They should just stop forcing. Force, like you guys, have you seen how Brighton plays? If Brighton will annoy you, Dstv is very smart. Badlala ibhola phambi kwakho uzubapress ngenkani. Because they keep the ball so well. They don't want to force things, because at the end of the day, we don't need Chiefs to score. Primarily, we don't need Chiefs to score 20 goals. And you can't just score 20 goals at one go. You need to score the first goal first. Okay, now I'm going to see the miss, I think. That was a good one by Sahil. No, Mtu shouldn't have missed that. Mtu shouldn't have missed that, Shem. No, 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 no. Go with your right foot. Go with your right foot. Yazi ubenga trap out his left and finish with his right. Trap. Yeah, he could have trapped with his right foot, left foot, and then it was going to go to his right foot and he was going to finish. And ukhala Mashiyane who's losing balls. Usibongo was saying Sahil needs to take on the left back, get in the box and cross more. Yeah, it seems like that was a good. Okay, come on. Oh, that's a good one. No support. There was an easy pass again, Usail. There was an easier pass that he could have played. Mashiyane is not coming back in the second half. Ushumandla. That's a pen, in it. It's not. I didn't see that properly. Mandla saying Sahil created them to tap in and do hit the crossbar. ufuna ukubafawula bebe bawu-2 manje lo mjida lo. Thank you. Temba is saying these long balls are costing us. Mandla is saying the combination Silent Umdu is promising. I want to do something. Maybe I should just find a way of putting the comment section next to the game. Let me bring the whole thing here because the screen is bigger. Let me put the comments here so that maybe ezokwazi ukubona igame while it's still close enough to our comments. Yes, ashangachitha amanzi. Yeah, I get why you are annoyed, Temba, about Dupree. Yeah, Bona, they've combined well, man, in the few minutes. Dupree needs a composure, Shem. Mandla saying Ngobon Gezana killing us by kicking forward. Excuse me. Angithi lento engisho ukuthi they should stop this nonsense yokuthi team is sitting deep in their own half, and when you are kicking the ball into space, space, because you need incredible accuracy to kick the ball into that area, but Bona, they are not even. Sibongokuhle saying it's his first match starting Mashane. They must just tell him to come down and play his football. Sekungcono manje. I hope this thing doesn't glitch anymore because I'm gonna lose it. Let me send myself this link actually, but it doesn't work on my phone. I'm just being hopeful. I wanna see something. And I earlier on when I saw the starting 11, I was still in class actually. Unless saying Mashane needs game time, he just looks too rusty. And it will happen with a lot of these players because Ozwan bafaka labadlali for 20 minutes, 5 minutes at times. And that does not really help umdlali. I'm looking for I gave it to her. That sucks. Let me ask for my tripod so that I can put this phone at half. Aye man. Matt, what's that? Awuthemba mayiseposta ama-heartbreak sebekorile. Unoko is saying where can we watch the game for free? There is a link somewhere in my comments. If you scroll up, you will see the link to the game. You can watch the game there for free. Oh no, WhatsApp is taking 7 days to load. And then once I started complaining, it then shows up. I hope that helps. Oh, this should be a goal. Play the ball earlier. Why is he shooting? Why? Why are these players this selfish? I don't get it. Like, why is Saile taking an option of shooting in that position? I really don't get it. He should be playing a reverse pass. He should be playing the ball across. It sucks. Utabile is saying Silent Dupree both selfish to each other. Like you see, There is Umat there. There is Umashiane across. I don't know why he's not passing the ball over there. I really don't get this thing with where it comes from. But they just have it. They have it, all of them. Hi guys. Let me see this link if it works on my phone. I need the VPN first. I honestly don't get it. It's costing the team, and I don't know why this thing is not being addressed. I don't know why this thing is not being addressed. By saying the style we're using of moving forward is no longer working. It's not. It never works. The style that has been working for us is that we exploit spaces behind. But now it's clear ukuthi there is no space behind. So why would you exploit something that's not there? Again, we are not accurate, but we like playing Lama long ball. We are not accurate, but all the time, mele sisibhola phambili. Awuthi ngisusele nto le. I'm trying to access the link using my phone so that I don't keep on having to reconnect again in case the stream disconnects. It's Spongoboko is saying Sahele likes turning too much. Pass the ball and get into the box. Mandla is saying Martian is injured, he must go out. 87 minutes. Steve is saying, why our front line be selfish kanje? I said this, I think, to Mandla Uguti. My initial thought was quick arrows. It was because everyone was trying to be a hero because we're leading and they wanted to win the game for the team. But the more that I look at this, it just seems like it's something that they've told themselves, Uguti, I'm going to do it myself. Mandla is saying Saele is a player that needs players supporting him, and that's his issue. Yeah, but sometimes Mandla, it's clear that's an ankle problem. It's clear sometimes Uguti, the ball that was supposed to pass too much earlier on. The ball that was supposed to pass too much, he should have passed that ball. He didn't. Please like the video, by the way, and subscribe to the channel. Please do that. I forgot to ask because I've been focused. He should pass. And I'm not saying Uriv advancing. I don't know whether that's a tactical thing, Yoguti. They are trying to prevent any counters from hitting us. But that seems to be the thing. I'm not seeing Frosler that much up front. Because usually when it's yeah, but now he's pushed up. Um so Ufrosler, because I'm seeing right now he's just returning from a run and the person who's covering for him, but I don't see him touching the ball up front, which then poses a question Guti Kanti. If you're gonna need someone to cover for you when you go forward, ufike wenzeni phambili? Because I don't see what he's doing when he does overlap. Because it's not like I don't want him to overlap. I want him to overlap. I just want to see what he does when he overlaps. Mandla, let me read. Mandla is saying, no, Mpilo, there are some players that need players who can think for them. I was watching the City game, and it's interesting. De Bruyne makes decisions easy for Haaland. Man, Tamba saying, oh no, why am I verifying things now? Hey guys, why am I verifying? Like I'm streaming on my channel and then YouTube is asking me to verify that it's me. Like what nonsense? Or is it because I've been using a VPN? Yeah, but the thing is for them to even do that on Amandla with Haaland, not De Bruyne. I think for me it's also understanding. Like with De Bruyne, whenever he kicks the ball somewhere, not if De Bruyne doesn't pass the ball to Haaland, he passes the ball to Ama areas. If it's 18, that's what I see. De Bruyne always occupies the half space just outside the 18 area, and then he plays the ball into the 18 area, somewhere towards the back post Nyana, and then Haaland comes in and finishes there. If they play together, it's hold or Haaland holds the ball for to De Bruyne, like in that first goal. Haaland was holding the ball and then he played for because they know how they combine. I think that's that. I don't know whether you are referring to that. Ah, Frosla, what is that? Oh, was that on purpose? Didn't look like it. Matt, of course. Uh, Mandla is saying this ref keeps making the wrong offside calls. I can't wait for second half because maybe the other assistant is better. Yeah, once again, no one is going to talk about all of that nonsense that keeps on happening against the Chiefs. But if it was happening for the Chiefs, oh hey, Chiefs would be trending right now. Please like the video, guys. Yazi kunama like awu 14 bengingakaze ngisi-check stream. Now I'm checking. Only 14 likes. It's a sad day indeed. It's a sad day. Um, please like the video. I see that 38 people who are currently watching right now. So let's like the video. Okay, free kick. I miss Dolly. We angifuna ukubona abantu celebrate. Umandla is saying, but when Saile gets the ball, no one supports him. He is forced to make the play, and that's not his strength. I get you. I did say ukuthi vele there's this thing ukuthi there's distance is too much because when he gets the ball uphambili and is pressed against ama defenders and they double up and triple up on him. How? What was that? They double up and triple up on him. I get that. But I will say also, Guti, there is that, but there are also chances like where you could just make a simple pass, but it turns again and it turns again. And before you know it, he no longer has the support. So I feel like Wayena sometimes he makes things slightly complicated for himself. That should be a goal. Wow, what a save. Um Manda saying Chiefs lacks quality, the biggest issue as usual. That's a good save. It could have been an on goal. Uh, Uteo is saying Sanbonani, ish, Mna, I'm very disappointed. The Arsenal really because I wanted them to win this league. Yo, tell me about those ones. Everyone who has a team in English football, except if you're a Man City fan, because even Man United fans who hate Arsenal with a passion, they wanted Arsenal to win that league. But, well, not because they hate United, but yeah, it happens. It sucks. Don't even want to talk about Arsenal. They annoy me. Uh Umandla is saying also Zwane is making the team play helicopter. I ngeke defend nam because he clearly sees ukuthi the team is playing this nonsense. Like it shouldn't be happening. Like the ball is being kicked way too often, like often. Wow, Lucy Fanela with another friend of mine from Eastern Cape. Anyways, yeah, I it's mad football, as expressions will call it. It's you don't know what is happening. We're just kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking every moment that we get. I don't get it because Yabona, if let's say Uzwane said they're gonna leave spaces behind, play those long range, play those diagonals. Because if we're being honest, these diagonals work if there's space behind. So I think Mina, there should be intelligence kubadlali to be able to say no, there are no spaces asidlale neball. So in essence, I think any coach, footnote any coach, especially Uzwane, given ukuthi he has marketed Nkosi yami ukuthi sizodlala ibhola attractive, ukuthi the plan A shouldn't be ukuthi if they leave spaces, it should be that should be plan B ukuthi if there are spaces then exploit them, play ama-through balls. But that seems to be our plan A. Nkosi yami laba ba-advertiser lokhu kudla lokhu. So that is my issue right now with everything that's happening ukuthi it seems to me as though our plan A is to just play those balls and it sucks because it doesn't make for a good viewing for us fans because we're just watching and we're like this again. uh oh, is it charging? Oh, Mandla is saying that's why when Mdu is closer to Sahel he plays better. Yeah, also that's why I'm saying these wingers to our drop, just drop, collect the ball because if you see the moment Umashiane moves towards our goal or if Usaile moves closer to our goal, then Ichipa tries to press, right, and push them. So it stands to reason then Uguti, what we should do is drop one winger to go collect the ball and then force the right back to go with that winger because they don't want our wingers to play. So they can let us play all over, all over, all over. But they are so tight, they are not allowing them to make any sort of a run. So then what's the solution? The solution is have the wingers drop, and then ama fullbacks will have to decide: do we follow the wingers? Because if once we follow the wingers, then Dupree can make diagonal runs wide and go to get those balls. Segnama spaces already, and then our midfielders are running into the box, finishing a cut in or whatever they will do. But right now, we're trying to exploit a space that does not even exist at this point. King Joy is saying, Bill, what's happening with this flying football I'm witnessing? It's what I was saying, Guti. It seems like since we know or we've seen in recent games, Guti, some teams have been trying to press us too much. So now we're expecting them to press us, such that even if they're not pressing us, we're holding on to Uguti. No. There is space. Because like everyone can clearly see Uguti, there is no space to be exploited behind defense. Cheap. So why are we trying to exploit a space that doesn't exist? And it doesn't help no linesman has gotten two calls wrong at offside. But that was just twice. What about the rest of the 43 minutes that were played? Because 45 minutes, it was like 10 seconds where the ref made those calls. So what about the rest of the times? We're always trying a mapola over the top that get won by Chippa, and then the position is turned over, and then all of a sudden we have to defend. Umandla saying I agree, but it's cause when he makes those turns, it's cause he has to make smart passes. But I think he's scared of losing the ball like that. He would rather they mark him. Enye into enamandla ukuthi that I feel Saile does. He wants to shoot. If you look at Usaile, how he sets himself up, he always tends to try and cut in and get an angle at goal. To me, it doesn't look like he's trying to get an angle to get a pass. Because about the clear one was the one Umat was there across and it wasn't marked by anyone. Could have just rolled the ball to Umat, but it didn't. Even toe poking the ball to Umat could have worked, but it didn't do it. He chose to shoot. I don't know whether he was using Umat as a dummy or something, but it just looked like he wanted to shoot. And that's what I've seen in most of the times when he ends up missing the ball, they end up blocking him because all the time he's just trying to shoot. And then Ukamfat is saying John Matuga once said they just kicked the ball forward. Sadly, that's the truth. Lapho Matuga siyamshaya yena. Umatuga interphayiza ngayo, and it's true. Khosi Comfort. It's true. Ukuthi we just kick the ball forward. In the case of Umaduka, he fails to win against the Chiefs, or he has failed to win against the Chiefs this season because we kick the ball forward when there are spaces, but against Sekukun, against the Chippa, there is no space. So that kicking doesn't work. Smongobuko is saying, Khosi, I would be open to Mahlatsi coming on second half if he plays 1-2 better and progresses play better and breaks defenses down. Me too. Like, because if you have a player like Umashiane, deep down, to me, Umashiane is a good crosser of the ball. You see, the fact that that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about Mashiane, Uguti can cross the ball. That means, okay, the approach is try to find people who can cross the ball into the box, people who can make good passes, right? Long range passes. Because Omashani ba good glock, Frostler is good glock, Ungobo is also good with diagonals. So all our players that are there right now, except Umdu, who's good one-on-one, like one-shot passes and taking people on. But the rest of them, it's like they are geared towards playing long range passes, and that's actually hurting the team rather than helping it. However, what happened here? This is the wrong starting 11. I haven't changed this. Sorry guys, excuse me, because I'm noticing now, Guti, the starting lineup is from the previous game. Wow. I say Shem. I say no one was telling me. Mahlat is not on the bench. And then Uapf is saying, I'm sad at Kaizer Chiefs today. And Uapf is the one who's always saying Chiefs is going to win. If you are the one who said it's jumped. Utemba saying we're not winning today again. Mandla saying what you're saying makes sense, but Martian and Sahel can't use their brains when they drop. We lack players who are comfortable on the ball. In that case, why would we? I would think, but now the thing is, Martian. I would think then if let me pull up the starting the reserves, the players that we have on the bench. I would then say kulabadlali abasebhenchini le-Chiefs Jesu ibhenchi lethu. Hawu. Benchi lethu linoMaxowu, linozwane, linoDuba, linoSekhotha. If you bring in uSekhotha for Martiane, you're still gonna have the same problem you are having with Usahele on the right. At least what uSekhotha has that's better than Mahlatsi. I mean, what's better? What uSekhotha has is at least he can dribble past people. Mahlatsi just Martiane just seems to lack in that department. He can dribble, but not as good as Sekhotha. So let me just write ama-subs. Ama-subs zethu khona uKhune, obviously. There is Khune. There is Matoho, who's not gonna play, if we're being honest. There is Kweneka, another one who's not gonna play. Kweneka. There is Solomons. Because another thing, I wonder if Solomons is benched because they are trying to, there is Cole, they are trying to bring him on in the second half as a winger. I wonder. But what I don't understand is why Duba and KG. Right. So my thing would be Uguti. What would make sense then if you are trying to change something in the second half is probably, let me see who can change the game. Was Gwanzim. I will say this and you will judge me probably. I will say Umatlo is one player on the book, on paper, you know, which is one of the players who can do the controlling of a pace and tempo a game. Let's not rush too much. That's the player I would trust with that. Put him too wide because I know he can also play. And then just play Umatlo as a 10. Too wide, he can drop and collect the ball. And then the ball can be played to midfield. Segno Stebe, Guno Matlo, Guno Stebe, Umatlo, Mat. Try to play the ball because Matlo at least uyakwazi ukudlala ibhola esiswini. Uyakwazi nokudlala ibhola umdu, but umdu if you put him wide, then he's going to come short and collect the ball and he can still take players on. And Frost lapi mamela tshela ukuthi try and be closer to lo mjida wakasayile so that you collect the ball and you play ama 1-2 naye. And you basically do what Umandla was saying, provide support for him when he's on the ball. Yeah, second half is about to start. Is it? Not yet. Okay, so next comment is Umandla saying they just pass Ngezana in Ngobo and you know what happens after that. They are kunyuz. Rendan is saying there's no intention to play, just throwing the ball over the top. And this is like a recurring theme that people are saying. Good manje sekumakita sibhekane ngempela and we're not even trying. It's like we are doing this, siyakita siyabhekana, just kicking the ball. Right, Rendani Uthemba is saying Ola Khosi Nation, the problem is that ama-gens ethu ayahluleka ukuzicabangela. They always waiting for instruction from the coach. Like, I just don't get it. You see kulo muntu kumakile, suka kuye uhambe uyocollect iball. Ucoach akamane akuthethisela ukuthi you are taking initiative. But what I've found in my life is that the things that common sense is not so common. just to make it simple enough. Common sense is not so common. We think these things are simple and the players should be doing it, but somehow to them it doesn't okay which they should be doing such. Look at that stadium. So many people coming out to be disappointed by the football that we are playing. And then Ubonkosi is saying Matlow for Mashane, then the flying football will decrease. That's what I was saying. Umatlo would probably change the game in terms of forcing the team to slow down. I'm changing my mind all of a sudden about Chippa being relegated. There are a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans in Eastern Cape. There are a lot of Chiefs fans in Eastern Cape. It's packed, but people are hungry for football in Eastern Cape. I didn't check. It's just a goal laba Katelekon. Mandla saying, I hear what you're saying, but Saele barely gets chances to shoot for shots. So when he does, he becomes greedy. He feels too stubborn. He is a natural striker. He wants to score or get chances to score. But the problem is, yeah, but if you look, okay, fine. I can't use Man City in this example because if I say Haaland passes with De Bruyne, you will say, but it's because Haaland gets the ball all the time. I will say it's also because these players, they understand the assignment. The assignment is go out and win the game for the team. How you win it, it's not important. Go win the game. Whether you score or not, that's not important. Chippa has made a sub, Chiefs hasn't. So I think that should be reinforced. You are not going out there for your own glory. You are going out there to bring glory to the club. But second half has started, and hopefully Uzwan has told them to stop this nonsense of kicking the ball all the time. Heritage is saying, Holampelo, I think Sahel and Dupree are rushing when they come to the last stage. We need to be patient in circulation of the ball. That how would break the defense. Let us circulate the ball. That is why I expected Umatlo to come in, to be honest, but he's still not there. So that's disappointing, to say the least. And then Spongobuk was saying, I would be open to Silas switching flanks with Martian in the second half to confuse the defense of Chippa. I don't know why Uzwane doesn't switch. Oh, wow. That's impressive. I just saw Martian actually track back. I don't usually see that. And two, that's a true ball. Come on. Get in the box. That's too poor. Martian, that's too poor. That's just poor. Osbongo don't know why Zwane doesn't like switching ama wingers, because this usually used to happen a lot with Chiefs. Wingers just switch unless ngeyikhathi zozwane where futhi kwangadlala ama winger ngeyikhathi zozwane kwakudlala right midfielder, left midfielder, because it was 4-4-2. Heritage is saying okay, ukhuluma noMandla. Umandla is saying Zwane no second half subs again. K News 24 is saying Sanbonani Khosi Nation awe Temba ukhala ngoMashiyane once again. Why is Mashiyane still playing? Angazi yabo Uzwane, if one day somehow, God forbid, Uzwane ends up being fired, the way he manages games, that's what disappoints me, because we try to say, okay, game plan yakhe beginning of the season, it was good, right? Like you saw how the team wanted to play. But now we usually fail to break teams down. And then that means there must be plan B. There must be some changes that should be made. We don't make those changes. We don't change a plan. We don't change the personnel. And because of that, we end up in a situation where we're just playing the same football for 90 minutes, although we're not doing anything. Utemba is saying Sitebe has improved a lot. I'm happy for him. You and me both, Lapo. You and me both. Because Ustebe is one of the recipients of hate like you've never seen in your life. Like abantu Ustebe bamfuni, guys. Oibu. a lot of people have talked gabi ngempela ngoSithebe, like a lot, ukuthi uSithebe is not quality Chiefs, uSithebe this, uSithebe that. He's just received a lot of hate and hate. I'm trying to crop out. It's so weird how this thing looks right now. I'm gonna do it. Great. Okay, I'm switching cameras now. As you know, somewhere in the second half we switch cameras because, well, we need to. But the lighting is so good that this lighting, by the way, I discovered by mistake what my lighting was best in this way. Anyways, let's go back to the game. Usithebe ngempela has been, if you look at the past 7 games, he's not been involved in 2 games, and when he wasn't involved, what ended up happening for Chiefs? The Chiefs ended up losing or drawing or something. Yeah, they lost against Sekhukhune. We drew the other game. I'm looking for the background. Now I can't find it. What's happening there? I'm trying to add this picture. Oh, Theo is saying Zwan and his long balls and crosses, what is killing us? So we can't break teams down from the middle. It's disappointing. Yabona nje, because bafethu, like, we're a big team. Like, this should be a known thing, ukuthi we should be playing better than what we're doing right now. Dupree, let's see. Oh, wonderful. Dupree wins the ball back, and he wants to run into space. By fire, by force. By fire, by force. Forcing things brought to you by selfishness. Spongo Buko is saying, Mutemba is saying, I'm angry, guys. Mandla is saying we need a proper striker. Dupree can't play with his back to play. Nako, he's preparing Umahlat, he's preparing Usekhota, guys. But I also don't like the fact that he's preparing only Sekhota. I want to see him with more people. Ibo. Why is he shooting first time? Dupree lap. I understand. Mandla saying Ashley think he had a good cross for once. He did. This is what I like about Mashan. He can do that. Usaile should do better. Also, Dupree, he can put the ball up. The ball lands to him. Just push the ball down. Besu akahlel. Ngeke get you lap. Ngeke get you lap. But if you try, I'm a first time. Alex is saying we need a striker. Theo is saying Sekhota is gonna come in. Let's hope for better application from him. Kosiam, I hope Sekhota performs. I'm tired about guys. I am tired for real. Like I honestly cannot have a poor performance. Oh, DA was giving free tickets. Elections are coming. My political part. I don't subscribe to politics because of these things. Buki Stadium sigcwele kanjani guys? Ayibo. Ayibo, sigcwele as a stadium. But I think a lot of people were gonna show up in any case because it's a Chiefs game and it's in the Eastern Cape. People are hungry for football in other provinces. Uthembu bekhana uthwenzana uNcobo noHlanti. I am angry guys. Sibonga Bukhosi saying we need Dove at left back as much as Hlanti defense. H yam better. Dove can attack and defend. Yeah, Hlanti, you start appreciating him when he's not there. When you see Uti, we need someone who's more defensively sound, but offensively, that's where he still lacks massively. Well, he doesn't lack. He can do it. It's just that his body is not well equipped to handle that kind of intensity for 90 minutes. Kind of intensity that is required by our system. Please like the video, by the way, and keep those comments coming. Who played the same way Matumba actually is kicking the ball like a defender. And then Umandla is shouting at me and saying, Zwane, make subs. Angazi ngenzeni mina. There's something wrong. Temba was saying they was giving away t-shirts. Tute was saying, our coach, as usual, waiting till late. Then he's going to make a sub. Zwane is really predictable. What's wrong with this guy? Like honestly, like make subs. Like I these are the things that I cannot defend. Nisho saying Tando. You see this nonsense though. You see this nonsense. Ufrosla plays the ball into a very, very good position. A very good position. But you know what happens? There is no one. Because look. Who plays that ball across? Wow. It just hangs in the air. And then he plays the ball across. There is no one there. Uyabona, when Amandla, we were talking about De Bruyne and decisions, Haaland would have scored that goal. Not because he's a prolific, powerful striker. No, because he knows where to run. He knows where the pass is going. And that is what our players are not doing. Because at the end of the day, that's what it would come down to. A bowling. That's where this zonal marking thing comes from. Uguti. In a grounding, in a field of play, there's only so much space that can be utilized. So instead of marking everyone, mark the spaces. Why can't we reverse engineer that and say there's so much space that they will mark? Why can we not then say, okay, the ball will be played in this position. Oh, I thought we were conceding there. The ball will be played in this position. So let's attack it. And then we'll play the ball into that position. Kube simple kanjalo ukuthi back post, that's where I'm going to play the ball. How many goals does Man City? I hate saying this about City, but they are the perfect example because they do it. They execute it every other time. Play the ball in those positions. Attack those spaces. Not ukuthi yabo lento ukuthi sicinga umdlalo kuphi. Angiyifuni leyo nto leyo. Because there's so much that you can do grounding. But if you can take away that decision making yokuthi I'm looking ukuthi abadlali bakuphi, kumele wazi ukuthi where the player is supposed to be running. De Bruyne plays that pass every other game, and Haaland still scores that pass every other game. Is City predictable? No. But if City plays the same pass every other game, they win. every other game. Why are we not doing the same thing? Natuguti, there is a space or not a space. Oh no, much. But there are areas of the box that need to be attacked. Kunezinto that we're supposed to do, which we're supposed to move into certain spaces so that we can yabo secommentile uTheo wathi mduba fowethu, now I'm waiting for something to happen. Ujabulela ukuthi ushaye ibrush. Anyways, ujabulela ibrush wena Theo, and then uMandla is busy pushing with Marciano with his beautiful crosses kusho blade. Mandla saying Marciano is injured. It's the second time that you are saying Marciano is injured. Even the other time you said he was injured, it was just a touch. Uwuki is saying, I think Mapoloba is pairing better with Ngezane. I agree. I do, because they haven't been bothered as well. Ugh. Haven't been bothered that much. Mandla is saying, I agree with your Haaland comment, but as you can see in Europe, there's only one Haaland. No, there's only one person who's scoring 33 goals and we're noticing which is doing it. But how is Ronaldo now in the GOAT debate? He's the greatest of, because he's been scoring amatepins, but he doesn't score amatepins because he just falls onto amatepins. No, he scores amatepins because he makes the right moves and he scores la amatepins. Buka amagoli ka Benzema, because if I talk about Ronaldo, there will be debates. He still scores other good goals except amatepins, by the way. I'm just saying, Guti, some people were criticizing Ronaldo. They were talking about Uguta amatepins. No, nonsense. I'm not even a Ronaldo fan. I think Messi is better than Ronaldo, but we're not there. But at the end of the day, Ronaldo scored a lot of tap-ins, but that does not mean he's a bad player. That's because he's a good player who's smart enough to know where to run. Aguero did the same thing with City. He was always in the right spaces, scoring amatepins, scoring goals inside the box. Why? Simple. Because he knows where to be. Chako shalulile amagoli abawakorayo. Ozwane bayadlala phambi kwakho, Sirino, everyone else omayem, and then he just makes the run into the right place, afika kore tap-in. Finish. Check all these best players, how they score amagoli in the box. Amatap-in. Tina, Chiefs, when last did you see Chiefs scoring a tap-in? The last person that I think I can clearly remember a tap-in was Umdu when we were playing against Pietermaritzburg United earlier on in the season. Why? Simple. Because he knows where to run. So it's not just about Haaland, only Haaland. It's players that can do these things. I was wondering, Chippa is making their third sub, and Tina we're not making a sub. Mandla is saying Gezana can't think without Dove being there. Temba is saying Chiefs has hit a shame. I can't take a draw, guys. Like today, that's just one thing I cannot. I can't take a loss. Even a goal in the last minute will be better. I will be disappointed, but it's still better than nothing. Please like the video, guys. Please like the video. Utheo is saying I can count about 5 long balls passes from Gezana. Poor performance from Chiefs, honestly. This is on Zwane. This is on Zwane. About today, it's on him because there's been a lot of things that have happened that Uzwane should be. Kumele abe ayikhuza lento. One thing yokuthi yekelana ukukhahlela ibhola, it will solve everything. If Uzwane can just shout that. Yekelana ukukhahlela ibhola. Mandla saying I agree with the Haaland and Ronaldo comments. What I'm saying is there are few players who can do that. True, but the thing is, when Amandla, my other thing, Vele, if it was too easy, then everyone else would be doing it, right? I agree with you in that. But I will also say this, Uguti, as much as there are few players who can do that, um, there is just also Uguti, ouch. There is just Uguti, positioning, you must master it vele, and it's for elite players. I get that. But the difference I feel is also inconsistency. There are some people who can do that consistently over the years, like Abo Ronaldo. But you can't tell me ukuthi season yonke Chiefs can't do that once, just once or 3 times. Or in this game, you do it once. Kube nje special edition sanamhlanje. Yabo. That's my thing engikhala ngayo ukuthi Tina, we don't even do it. We don't even do it once. Which worries me ukuthi kanti thina abadlali bethu, do they even watch these players? Because you would think these professional players have teams in Europe that they support. Because if that's not the case, then who's inspiring you to do things in football? Because manje, if you ask me which player do I want to play football like, as a person who played football at a certain point, I would really have liked to play in midfield. So vele uzwane ukhulume noSekhota 20 minutes ago and there's still no changes. Nah, fam. Nah. Some of these things that are happening to Zwane na uyazenza shem. Ngiqamba man. Like, you honestly can't tell me ukuthi awuboni all along when ukuthi you need to change some things in this team. Avele bafethu, Mangetana is not doing justice to himself. Go for the team. He's not really helping argue his case at this point. Because we can say so much. People are impatient. And it can show us something at this point. Right. This is really disappointing, Buffett. I'm not gonna lie to you. There might be. Okay, so I'm trying to change the connection to watch the game on another stream. If in Klupa again, I will go back. If it bothers me once again. As long as it's green over here, I'm fine. But I am annoyed. I will tell you that much. Because we can only defend you so much. Oh no. It's not gonna work, Shem. It's not gonna work. It's fine. The link. It's the 68th minute. Still no changes. Hayi bafethu ngitshela ukuthi userious ngempilo. 68 minutes, still no changes. But the team is struggling. Even a blind man can see Wooty Chiefs are not getting anything. Like, at this point, it's like we're just hoping for something to happen. But we can see Wooty, it's not gonna happen. Nah. Nah. That's a wayward pass by Martian. I was running egg, guys. uh-uh. Yeah, very freezer computer. Sescoril. Lapho mina I don't even see because I'm behind. Sekhotha for Martian. One sub. One sub. I know uzokora manje, but still one sub. They were saying who's that? Is that Sekhot? Who's that? How can do not scoring? Can't you need to call in? Can't you need to call all in? Oh, got and Pambi velek nam. I hope who call it. They were saying Kosimpilo, you remember what I said on the weekend with 170-minute subs? Predictable. Now, whoa, what a goal! Wow! What a goal! Yes, that's a good goal. That is a good goal. Wow, talk about a finish. Everyone is saying Latu Mao. No, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. Again, try or senya skip my comments because they were early on. By a pause. That's a good goal. Dupree can't even head. I'm sorry, guys. I don't hate, but I today. That's the space that now worked. Because Chip, I don't know why they became stupid. Oh, I'm sure, yes. Umshayele ndibengekho nento angayenza. Sure. And they've defended well, Shem. I feel it's harsh. It's harsh to them. It's harsh. Uteo. They were saying, but guys, let's be honest, Ashley is really selfish. Yeah, he scored, that's good. But if he didn't score, that ngabe siyalwa. Ngoba umuntu was wide open. Umuntu was offside. Umuntu was offside lapha Theo. Umuntu was certainly offside. In that case. I'm just glad he took a shot and it came off because I would have looked ngifuna ukubona ukuthi what other option did he have. Mzuyanda is saying that's a Premier League goal. It is a good goal. Yes, it is. Blade is saying uzobabona ke sebecabanga ukuthi it's 5-0 sebedlala umbhedo. I-team yakho yabazi. That's what we do, Baba. That's what we do. 1-0 means a win kwa Chiefs. Is Ngezana injured or is it just... No, he still can do something. Someone should just say, hey, when stop being a wuss. Don't even know what that is. I just said it live. My goodness. Ngibuye ngikhohle ukuthi ngi-live. yazi lo muntu who's sharing that the live stream that I'm watching on Facebook, he's actually he's actually a he's watching it from the stream that I shared on the channel, and he's just streaming it to Facebook. Mandla was saying something about umntu. Baqalile kublade njengoba dushile. Mandla is saying I love umntu. What a talent. Work rate, work rate. We don't deserve this boy. Blade saying ixeku nalelo gama. Ulokhunja umntu, I think I said this ukuthi that boy, if he lasts even 2 full seasons with the Chiefs, well, he might last next season, maybe, but he won't. This is probably gonna be 24, 25. Woho, Nkosi yami, sekufikela abantu bala endlini ke. I-Wi-Fi siyaqala siyasindela. Yeah, I can see everything is now struggling. I was wondering why, but sengiyezwa people are talking. So sorry if the video delays. Now people are connected to the Wi-Fi. Unless saying Ngobo is not a good defender for position football. He just stops thinking. That's one of the things that is probably keeping him out because Segmeleng set up another stream. If you look, or should I? If you look at him, uNgcobo uyakwazi ukudlala ibhola. Mina my defensive part yakhe worries me, Shem. I won't lie to you. It worries me. Great. It worries me defending Yaga Ngcobo. And as much as a good defensive, a good like when we're building out from the back, when it comes to defending, it's not make sure. It's not make sure. Not happening. I was trying to connect again. That should take the pressure off. But still, there's still the thing with me, Uguti. We've scored that goal. But that was individual brilliance. I still want to see a team goal. I want to see Chiefs break defense. Yes, yeah, cheap. Like once in this game. Siba destroy once. And they fail to defend. 10 more minutes to go. Abantu masebazi ukuthi babukwa i-camera, you can tell ukuthi they are making sure. Do not concede. Yazi yanesicefe-ke nale nto. Oh, damn it. Yazi Nkosi yami. Manje ngof season needs to work on set pieces. We are so poor. Yeah, ne? Uwuk is saying, I feel Ngobo is better than Zit. He is. Without a question, he's definitely better than Uzit. Like he is. Ooh. They're saying, nothing has changed with Sekhota, still running and falling. Shoot, it doesn't learn. It doesn't learn. It doesn't learn, and he's gonna stay on the bench, and people will keep on crying. Mom, if you're not learning, you're gonna sit on the bench. Man, let's say we won leagues with Baxter purely on set pieces with Tower and Tefu. Yabona nje makukhulunywa about someone who has a strategy and doubles down on it. That was Baxter's Chiefs. Absolutely nothing else ababeyenza. Get crosses, get the balls, and then do the things. Should have released that ball. Awu mathi akasidlisi, yazi umathi uyazidlisa. Umathi awu mathi uyadlisa. Hayi Yusuf ngeke bafana. Ha. Hayi man. I don't understand. All these players, Frosler just played a beautiful ball into the box. Yet somehow, he still could push the ball in front of him and open his space for himself, and he can kick the ball. But there is this obsession, ngama first time finishes. I know Guti, that's how some elite strikers score. They do first touch finishes and score. But that doesn't mean do it all the time. It doesn't work for us. And they're saying we're two center backs that could contribute almost 15 goals together. And foot, I think that is why people are still in love with Matoho to this day. Because he scored goals from set pieces. Sebekhohlwe ukuthi those were the only ways that we were scoring. Yeah, Mdu missed a good chance lap. Sibonga Boko saying bafowethu. Utabile is saying Sekhota still running like a headless chicken. Hayi kunzima. Sibonga Boko is saying hayi bafethu. You see why Sekhota is benched. Dupree was applying pressure and Sekhota should have run to stop the pressure. Should have run to stop the pressure, the defender to make a mistake. There is one way you say Sekhota run. No other way. Run. Umale who played is saying Sekhota a trickster. They are saying do and he's shooting up, right? Because they uthanda ukushaya first time. Is it not the second time? Please like the video. Is it not the second time that he has done this thing? I'm not sure. I hope lady is saying do what a chance. That was a good chance. Shouldn't have missed that. I hope Uzwane just leaves the team as it is right now, because I don't understand why he would be bringing on another player right now. Because amangafuna ngayeke vele. Akangayeka. I would be pissed ngampela if I saw Chiefs players coming on. Just leave it as it is. Oh, there's someone, Samgelo. I see Samgelo over there. Yeah, uBrendan ubelifuna vele leli card. Qinisile played. Umandla is saying dude needs to hit the target, let alone score. He's failing to hit the target. Get an extra touch, shoot. Not in the first touch. Phambili manje, my stream is now in front of yours, so that's fun. Cause ngiyabona nisho izinto eseyidlulile, so that's great. They were saying our goalkeeper doing what he does best, wasting time. Then they score in added minute. Because we were dominating the game, so you could just play the ball from the back. Because the next thing that happens, Solomons is coming in from do. I'm trying to see how this makes any sense. I don't get it. Bengithi usamukela umdu. This is my face thinking ukuthi since umuntu edlala i-10, what's the system now? I can only think of one thing. Chiefs is changing the system to 4-4-2. So I'm thinking Solomons is going to play as a right midfielder, and then Ustebe Nomati playing central midfielder, and then Sekota on the right, Dupree, no Sahil up front. Yeah, he's right. He's on the right, Solomons right now. Yeah, they're changing to 4-4-2, yeah. Or Dupree is being dropped to play just behind Usail. Then Sahil will hold up the ball. Will hold up the ball for him, and then he can make runs off of him. Let me see. Yeah, that's how. They're definitely doing that. Sahil is now the main striker. Ayi ngeke bafethu ngeke. Umathi. Hayi umathi ngeke. No. Hawu. Umathi kuyoze kube nini bafethu edlisa? Hawu umathi uyazidlisa umathi ngeke. Hawu. Ladies ngabe sifaka noma uDuba at least. Ladies saying we don't need another defender right now. Unless the spokesperson says they better make use of time management. Oh no, I thought that was gonna hit. Don't touch him. And they're saying, why not just bring Duba? Yazu Duba is one unfortunate player. Everyone gets a chance except him. And funny enough, when he does get a chance, he gets a chance on pressure games. Not the nice games. Solomon's faga baba. Fistos uvukile. Who's Fistos played? $89. How many minutes? Let's say 3 minutes. Come on, hold on. Oh, Hlantu Sfiso, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Yes, Naminja, that was actually lazy thinking. Like Fistos was Fiso. Kodwa singakusho sikusho umathi uyadlisa bafethu. Awona nje kule game there are a lot of things that we can say about this game. Cha uHlantu uyazidlisa bafethu. Not uHlantu umathi. Oh, good recovery. Fistos. Oh, I get where you were coming from with that. Let's see how we conclude this. Just hold on. We're going to be going to another stream for the post-match reaction. So after this game ends, we're going for that one. Excuse me. Play the same match is double agent. Akazidlisa uMatt bafethu ngeke. Mathi uzidlisa ngempela. All things nje considered uMatt uyazidlisa. Hayi kancane. Bona nje uMatt uyazidlisa. I'm not capping. Ufaka hey coach. Hayi cha ke. Ucoach ufaka uMahlowu. Uyaphi uMahlowu bafethu at this time? I don't get it. Ayibo. Bakora. How? Oh no, it's a foul. They fouled the keeper. No, they fouled the keeper. It's not 1-1. They fouled the keeper. Yes. Bebe sengishilo ukuthi yini le. Hey, cishe zakhala. Hey, cishe zakhala. Let's see. Yeah, the keeper had the ball. They fouled the keeper. Yeah, he had the ball. Uzobezwa phela, uzobezwa bangani beni. Uzobezwa bangani beni. Bazothi there was a goal. Nizobezwa. Because the keeper has his how. Another foul foot. I don't even want to look at the chat because the chat right now will tell me what it's a goal. Ayibo, nakoke, clean. Nakoke kesana. uMahlowu lo noswinela izinto lapha. Danko boy. uMahlowu just won me. Yabona with the tackle, that single tackle. Vele I was busy saying what's this thing? The game is over. The game is over, is it? It is over. Yeah. So we'll go to the friends will speak. Bayeza bangani benu. They will tell you ukuthi there wasn't a foul. There wasn't a foul. The keeper was rude. Guys, I will see you on the other live stream. I will be setting it up. It's gonna be at 5:10. So no. 5:05. Yeah, 15 minutes from now. So thank you. Oh, you're this side. I need to open the live stream. Wait. Uzwane is so happy, guys. I haven't seen Zwane smile this much in a long time. I even thought Uzwane didn't have teeth actually when he played for the Chiefs. Because he never smiled. Lomchidu 10-111. Anyways, I will see you after on the other live stream. I'm not happy with the amount of likes. I'm actually thinking about just recording a video. But I'll see you afterwards. Bye bye. Cause I'll pay more. What is going on? Everything is just glitching.